Within the competition business, there was a fierce fight. He fought desperately just to tie. Eventually, despite being stabbed multiple times, he kicked Kate into the raging waters. Da-Yoon feared there were other assassins, so he strained his weak body and navigated the boat to safety. Time passed and it became the next day. Lannister woke the weakened Da-Yoon.
Are you awake? Are you okay?
Are you hurt? Are you alright?
I promise.
I will protect you. Meanwhile, when Esther's husband arrived at the villa, however, he did not see his wife. The scene shifted, and when Esther turned in her sleep, her hand instinctively rested on her husband's leg. It had been a long time since they had shared such intimacy. Her husband was unsure whether to feel happy or angry, happy about her sudden change in demeanor, but angry though whether she could actually have feelings for the bodyguard. At noon, when Esther and her husband attended a donation interview, on the surface they seemed like a loving couple. In reality, when Esther cared more about the protecting Da-Yoon nearby. Earlier, while helping him with his wound, she could suspect that a fight might lead to injuries, but witnessing those scars for real, Wen's cure was still shocked. Each scar, old and new, pierced her heart. Da-Yoon guessed someone in left would feel guilty, so he took Wen's hand. He indicated he recognized the assassin's movement patterns because the accounts were in his hand. Thus, he was seen as a target for assassination. It was presumed that the attacker needed access to the conglomerate's account, so it appears Wen's to think carefully. If she died, who would inherit the conglomerate? If you were no longer here, who would inherit the conglomerate? It would be my younger uncle. But as far as Wen's knew, the other uncle and mother-in-law did not get along well. He seemed unaware of the secret funds. Moreover, Da-Yoon had one more question. Laura Han could be seen as the mother-in-law's right hand. So why were the public accounts completely framed out to her? So that asked Westkill to pose two questions to her husband to narrow down the range of suspect. Is he not the tell? Upon hearing this, Westkill's husband's expression changed noticeably. It seems the rumors of an illegitimate child were baseless. This justifies why the mother-in-law lulled the second son. And what about the other question? The other question pertains to the old chairman's cause of death. Do you know? Father-in-law passed away outside. That is a disgraceful matter. Have you ever thought that? Could father-in-law have been murdered? From the husband's condition, it can be inferred he knows the cause of his father's death. In the meantime, mother-in-law ordered Laura Han to expose the daughter-in-law's affair. If anything needs fabricate evidence, they must remove Won Siu and her brother. Additionally, Laura Han investigated the found. Da-Yoon became a bodyguard to investigate a colleague's death. The deceased colleague was pursuing the cause of the former chairman's death. Conversation then shifted. It reminded the mother-in-law that as long as Won Siu was dead, the secret funds left by the old chairman could be properly distributed among everyone. In the afternoon, news of Won Siu's affair made headlines. Won Siu's husband angrily confronted his mother. He questioned her wish to do such a thing. It's because you suspected me that you sent someone to follow. The photos were taken while they were lost in their sweetness. As for the reported news, it's because I worried she wouldn't get divorced and was secretly scheming. I won't get divorced. The husband warned his mother. His wife isn't someone to be easily cornered. As a biological mother, the mother-in-law can't understand why. Her son is opposing her. Unexpectedly, the husband has been fixated on marriage for many years. He was still young and couldn't shake out my mom and Laura Han cooking together. As a result, mother and son had a huge fight over it. In any case, my husband truly loves Won Siu. He doesn't allow anyone to hurt her, not even his own mother. Ironically, the passionate speech was overheard by the third son. At night, she took her son with her and resolutely left the mansion. After all, staying with someone who doesn't love her made her feel suffocated. That night, Da-Yoon sneaked into Laura Han's villa. He had previously with him camera behind the clock of the safe. He had hidden the camera inside the clock, conveniently recorded the safe's password. Inside, there were many documents and certificate. Da-Yoon unexpectedly found in one of them Laura Han entrusted all his assets to his mother-in-law's second son. He suddenly realized the third son was the Laura Han's biological child. At night, her husband had Da-Yoon taken to the basement. He then raised the shotgun and pointed it at his head. What's the status between you and Luxiu? Did you sleep with her? I have no regret. You had slept with her, but you say you're blameless? I'm blameless in my own conscience. Why did you approach Luxiu? Da-Yoon had no choice but to recount the whole story, and reminded her husband that the old chairman was killed by insiders, and his colleague's death is the best proof. However, more husbandism, more activity. He insisted on shooting Da-Yoon. Just at that critical moment, Wenju rushed to the basement upon hearing the news. Calm down. Do you really want to die? You might as well shoot me. The husband never expected the person he deeply loved would actually shield the bodyguard from bullet. In an instant, all his beliefs collapsed. Does this guy love you too? No. Hey, Wenju.
Wake up.
Eventually, this pure-hearted warrior put down his gun. He still loved his wife, Wenju. Hence, with it passed 2 weeks later. The lawyer commissioned by the old chairman arrived in South Korea. She read the will in front of all family members. The father-in-law's illegal funds accumulated during his lifetime, only 18 trillion Korean won, will be inherited by the daughter-in-law's charity foundation.
Tough.